So does anybody remember what we were talking about before? Really? No. That's fine.
Lasers.
So yes, we were talking about lasers, right? And when we were talking about lasers, we said that light interacts, the basic principle of lasers was that light interacts with matter. So electrons get bumped into the next orbital and light is emitted, right? Is that what it was? Stimulated emission. A photon comes in, an electron jumps up, and two photons come out, right? So this all started. Where did all of that start? That's what we're going to discuss for the next 2 days. Okay, so I am going to start by explaining this. When light photons interact with matter, three things can happen. Number one, photoelectric effect. Number two, pair production. And number three, Compton scattering. So in the next 2 days, we will talk about each of these. So none of this should come as a surprise. Remember when we started this class, we said light behaves as a particle when it interacts, and it behaves like a wave when it travels. So we have been talking about traveling waves. We talked about rays, we drew ray diagrams, we did images, right? We also did how light travels and as an electromagnetic radiation, which is E and B field. And now we're going to look at that property of light that makes it a particle. And note, I have now started calling light as a photon. What is a photon? A photon is a bundle of energy, a packet of energy, right? So when it interacts, it's almost like I have taken this and I put energy in it and I'm throwing it at you, right? It's going to hurt if I throw it at you. That's what it is. Okay, so what is, let me define all three for you very quickly, and then we'll go into the details of each one. Number one, at photon energies of a few electron volts, which is about what visible range is, to a few kilo electron volts, which is about the range of soft X-rays. A photon can be completely absorbed, and its energy can eject an electron from its host. This process is called photoelectric effect. Number two, pair production. At photon energy, approximately 1.022 MeV or higher, a photon can cause an electron and positron to be formed by a process called pair production. Okay, number three, Compton's effect. at photon energy from few electron volts to greater than 1.022 MeV. Number one, scattering process takes place. And number two, it is the main way by which X-rays lose energy when they pass through matter. Okay, hierarchically, how things were discovered, even though this is a good explanation of how it's done, in the order of history, this was done around 1906. This was around 1948, and this was around 1923.